Now he can talk as loud as he wants. To Twitch. And finally, connected to Hitbox. What up, guys? Get it cracking and smacking. Make this party happen, yeah, yeah. Let's begin the game. Baby Flack versus Killer Mo. Killer Scorpio. But your gamer tag is Killer Mo.
Baby Flack, right here.
No, it's right here.
Oh, fuck.
What the heck happened?
What do you do? Alright.
Why I gotta play as the Steelers?
But they're getting mad long.
Nah, that's too much.
Yeah. Yeah, you scared that Killer Mo was gonna win.
You scared, I'm scared.
The guns on the wall.
No, I got this.
The commentator.
60 minutes? Nope.
6 minutes?
And 20 seconds. Yeet, 25.
What is that for the whole?
Yeet, and how many times? 83. Clear? No. No, bitch.
Wait, let me.
Why is no?
Because.
Yeah, leave it like that, man.
Fuck it, whatever. Okay, play, we can play. Oh yeah, you're home.
Yeah, I'm home. And you're away. Yeah.
Whatever, nigga. Shit.
What? Oh yeah, my phone turned on. That's weird. He's saying hi to the crazy people.
No, I'm just trying to move my fucking hands. Hey, shit.
I just gotta get used to playing this game. This nigga's texting on his phone.
Hello everyone,
Talk about the
I'm Larry
game.
Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't skip it.
As we head towards
Oh, yeah.
Well, the radar says the heavy stuff still.
And the game is starting now.
Let's do this shit.
Why I gotta kick it? I don't know what to do.
In Foxborough.
Look at that, they're showing you.
Fine Thursday night. We've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the New England Patriots. Set for football now from snowy Massachusetts. And we are underway in Foxborough. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Uh-oh.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
What? Why did they show Tom Brady?
Rodgers now on first down. Trying to get it to
Intercepted. Let's go.
by Patrick
Booyaka
Jones.
stop.
And they'll take
Let's
over
go,
inside
Patriots.
the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
I don't know what happens with...
So after the INT, it's Brady.
No pass.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
God damn!
And
He was right next to the ball.
He dropped it in the end zone.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender,
Let's see this game. Who's dominating?
You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took
Damn right, 50-50 jump ball play.
God damn!
They managed to get it done.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And that brings up fourth down.
Brandon, what
Fourth
we just
down.
saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball? Meaning a 50-50. The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. There's New England defensively. Last year, the #1 overall defense as far as points given up goes. And they've got a lot coming back in 2017.
Now, they certainly do. And let's go back to the Super Bowl. Trey Flowers, who was their leading sack guy in 2006, he had 7 in the regular season. He was a monster in the Super Bowl against Atlanta. He's back there for them. How about Dante Hightower, linebacker? His first Pro Bowl in 2016. And then, just moving on back to the secondary, Devin McCourty, the guy who quarterbacks him back at safety, he's been to the Pro Bowl as a corner and as a free safety.
Rodgers now on first down. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And the 2016 NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for Aaron Rodgers.
NFL high 14 receiving touchdowns. What dimension does he add that makes them so good on offense?
Dependability as well as speed. All right, Jordy Nelson's the type of guy who can run any route you want. Yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson, and 9.9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rob Ninkovich in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Crosby can't get it to come back. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the... That's caught at the 25!
Let's go!
Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 48 yards.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass, because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Going for it all. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Almost had a
Gronkowski,
touchdown.
the intended target.
Almost
and it's 3rd down.
had
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there.
Gotta
At the
hit
same
that
time,
touchdown,
you got to be ready for
boyo.
the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward. Back towards the receiver and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A couple of years ago, Cobb signed that 4-year, $40 million deal. Since then, the numbers have been down a little bit, although last year only played 13 games.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be as concerned with the numbers dropping if I were a Packers fan, because remember, Devontae Adams has developed as a player, and his numbers have gone up. You got Jordy Nelson back to full health in 2016. He's going to catch a lot of passes, almost caught 100 in that season. Jared Cook at tight end. That's a new weapon Green Bay didn't have for a while. And don't forget, Randall Cobb spent some time as a running back when all the injuries hit the backfield. So his versatility is still a major plus for Green Bay.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. A play fake to start. Now Rodgers. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
shit, I gotta change the
It's not an easy
thumbnail.
job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on fourth down, the call's out for Tim Mastay to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Brady now on first down. Flush to his right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big...
One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 3-0 is our score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this. Brady to throw on second down. Oh, he'll just get rid of this one deep.
God damn!
Are you kidding me? And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On third and long, it's Brady. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. He's got him.
Oh, yes! Yes! We got this.
Killer Mo is winning.
Yeah! Yeah!
No, he never played it.
Yeah!
91
Yeah.
yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been. But it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defense is spending more time on it. The biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's got some space here.
Nice.
Touchdown, Packers. Jeff Janis, 97 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds.
That's not whack.
I know it.
Wasn't it 3 points?
No. It double point if you
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Ooh, nice one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, were called by the head coach. They give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
Yes, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's go.
Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. And even 50 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
You guys are live.
Fans do love the long
God
ball,
damn,
don't they?
bro,
And
watch
this
it.
guy once, Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the ring. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he's in.
Let's go!
Yeah! 35 yards.
Uh-oh.
Patriots add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner?
17,
Everything that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense.
That's not cheating. Stop having excuses. Just play the game.
Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their
You're
helmets.
you're live, you know that.
Yeah, the cameras can't find
He's stingy.
The O-line coach will.
You know you're
I
laughing.
haven't even played the fucking game.
Third down here for
jealous
the
that
offense
they
after
get
the
the
incomplete
Xbox.
pass.
We're gonna know.
fucking play for basketball.
No, you never played this
On
game.
third and long, it's Rodgers.
What are you doing?
Stingy.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
Nah, we gotta
And a
continue
pretty
the
frustrating
game.
first half here offensively, and then just continued.
You can catch up like the Patriots catch up to the
Definitely
Falcons.
frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Fucking beating your ass. How I'm stingy.
Taking it about the 36.
Oh! Now,
Call
almost
that
had
a
him.
49-yard punt with a
gonna
return
take
of
all
just
of it
2.
down by one
And the
by one.
Patriots take over. Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This
Alright,
is
guys.
such an interesting story, how
This
they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about
Flag.
parity in the
Flag.
NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that
This
parity,
guy
and
gave
they've
himself
done it with
a
guys
flag.
that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part on offense. All right, offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity times, it is
Party
exactly
point.
right. Everyone's supposed to be pretty equal. New England still.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Packers get set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything
Guys,
going.
that's
They
what
depart
happens.
from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Of course, we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer. But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Yes! Yes, I took the ball away.
Start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
Win the game.
See if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep.
But you're
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time to step aside. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback that felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. He's got his target, it's Cobb. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know. And Rodgers intercepted the third time.
Let's go. In my first time winning.
Let's face it, we're all going to remember Malcolm Butler from the Super Bowl, the interception that reverberates, the one that denied Seattle back-to-back Super Bowl titles. But he's become a very talented, good player in the league. He's not going to just be remembered for one play.
And now he'll turn and off his back foot. He'll heat. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Yeah, boy.
Julian Edelman with his second touchdown there in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
This fielded at the 2. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ballgame.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Freeney in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Intercepted it.
Fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience...
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's down to second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Now Lacey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a time. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Brady, he's going to let it go again. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 76 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone.
We can play the other match.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, there would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
I won't delete it. I wanted to record the video.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew those draws. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
Here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And that one results in 35 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
On first down, Rodgers.
Nobody's watching though.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches.
No, they could watch it live. It's live.
That play, he simply dropped it.
It doesn't mean the 1 point.
Second down following the incompletion. back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Caught left side by Cobb. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
I clicked it, goddamn.
And again, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a nice pickup for 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now this will be a 9th play on this drive.
Dude, before, I never played this game. First time.
Rodgers to throw once more. And now here's another interception.
You didn't put a rookie, bro.
Picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception moves, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Nah, because in the chat room, someone said he's going to kill his little sister.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Let me see who else is in the chat room.
They'll come out in the pistol. Rodgers to throw on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it
Frankly,
up.
I don't think it's him.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton. And now here's another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drive coach is
He's
insane.
going to throw that ball.
Thinking about we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them.
It's just a game.
Yeah. Will they make up?
Like,
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't
No,
have
they're
the
not. I don't have
schedules
enough
yet for
followers.
next year, but what we do have 5 international games that will be played. 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico. Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. the Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the two different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. In Mexico, for the second straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
This is taken at the 15. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action and show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Yeah. Nobody. Master.
Throwing now is Brady. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Oh, what a catch by Edelman. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 48 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. I guess they figure a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that one. Maybe you try to move the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady going to throw. Elude the pressure run. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Yes! Let's go!
Danny Amendola, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are pouring it on. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. 1 quarter remains. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
Throwing is Rodgers.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And
What the hell?
is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? Needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
To throw, it's Brady. And now he'll turn and off his back. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 60 yards. And the Patriots continue to roll.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Rodgers going to give to Lacey on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3! And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. He was looking for Edelman there, and that'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver.
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Hyde. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one that gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
You understand football.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They come up in an offset eye. Rodgers going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And now it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Patriots go with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. They'll run here. This is James Starks. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have Terrific field position. And now out come the Patriots. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done. And maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that.
And now here's another interception. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their head on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, partner, there's something special about it.
That's gonna be it, guys. That's the end of the video. I'm gonna end the live stream. Alright,